Govee's new Rope Light 2 is a really cool way to add some neon style accent lighting to your walls. And with version 2, it supports Matter over Wi-Fi, which means you can use it across all kinds of different smart home platforms, including Apple Home. But is it the right option for your smart home? I'm Eric Welander. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, we talk all about Apple and smart home tech. So if you're into those things, consider subscribing. And well, Govee has previously sponsored videos on this channel. I purchased this light myself thanks to your support. So go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. It really does help. Now, if you're not familiar with rope lights, they're a little bit thicker than the standard LED light strip, but they also have diffusion built in. You don't see the individual lights lighting up the rope. And also with the name rope, it means they're flexible and you can bend them into different kinds of shapes as you put them on your wall. And I really find that these ones from Govee do have that effect of almost feeling like neon on your wall, even though when you look up close, of course, it's not neon, but it just kind of has that same glow. In the box, you get the power supply as well as the controller box with a series of buttons on it, as well as, of course, the rope light itself, as well as some brackets that you use to mount it on the wall. Now, you can mount this on the wall with adhesive or using the supplied screws. But stop. Before you get ahead of yourself and actually put this up on your wall in just the perfect design, I recommend going ahead and adding it to your smart home first. So you want to do that setup at first in the Govee app. Now, keep in mind, before you set up a Matter over Wi-Fi product, you want to be sure your home network has IPv6 turned on. It probably does, but just do some checking of your network settings and maybe some Googling about your particular setup to figure that out if you haven't already. Now, in the Govee app, it's going to detect the light over Bluetooth and probably do a firmware update to it like it did for mine. And you'll want to have the Govee app around for not only the setup process, but also for the dynamic lighting effects that you can apply to this light, which you can actually also use in Apple Home, which we'll talk about that in a minute. Once you've gone through the setup process in the Govee app and gotten this light on your Wi-Fi, you can use the Matter code on the device to add it to your Apple Home app or whatever other home system you want to use it with Matter. And then once you have all that working, I consider it safe to put on your wall. It'd just be a shame to put this up on your wall and then have to diagnose all kinds of troubleshooting issues with it and maybe have to change it out for a bad unit or something. It's way easier to do that before it's on the wall. Now, getting the rope light on the wall isn't all that hard either. You just put the brackets like on the rope light and then stick it to the wall, or you can use the supplied screws, as I mentioned earlier, and you can kind of shape whatever design you're trying to do. Of course, in Govee's booth at CES, they had some very elaborate design setups. For me, I wanted to keep this simple on my stairwell to the basement, and I just made kind of a wave design, which is pretty easy to put up on the wall. And I love that this rope light supplies not only straight brackets, but also brackets that help you bend curves. And that just allows you to get more precise curves that hold in place rather than having to put two brackets on either side of the curve and just hope it holds like that. Now, once you have it on your wall, you want to tell the Govee app what shape the light is in. And this isn't necessary, but it does really make a difference with Govee's dynamic lighting effects. Now, when I first did this a few times, I had issues getting the phone app to connect to Bluetooth on the light. So I had to retry that a few times, but then it worked. And then you can use your camera inside of the Govee app to see the light, and then it's supposed to be able to take that image and figure out what the shape of your light is. Now, this failed miserably for me, and it wasn't able to figure out what shape my light was in, but alternatively, you can just draw what the shape is and tell it then which side the power supply is on, and it can figure the rest out. So that worked great for me, and I was able to just draw the wave. And now when I do things like the rainbow effect, the animation starts at one end and goes to the other, as opposed to just pulsing back and forth across the entire light. Now, in the Govee app, you can choose between all kinds of different lighting effect options, but unfortunately, when you compare it to something like Nanoleaf's lighting, there's no way to natively add those lighting effects as scenes in Apple Home. It's just going to be something you control inside the Govee app. But if you set a lighting effect inside the Govee app, then you can simply turn the light on and off in whatever Apple Home automation or scene, and it will resume that effect. Now, a quick aside and a tip here before we get to how to set that up specifically in Apple Home. I think accent lights like this are a great thing to trigger with a motion sensor. I'm currently using an Eve Motion that also supports Matter. And this motion sensor actually appears as an occupancy sensor in Apple Home. So when the occupancy is detected of someone in my stairs, or basically anybody, it can't differentiate between people or animals or things, but then it turns on these lights. Now, when you add these lights to a scene or automation, don't long press to set the brightness and the color. You just want to tap on the icon to change the power state. If you mess up and then you start to see 100% listed around the light instead of just turns on or turn off, then you'll need to remove that light from the scene and then re-add it so that you can specify it's just turning on the power. You could alternatively use third-party HomeKit apps, which sometimes give you more controls to dial this in as well. But just keep that in mind as you're setting this up in Apple Home. If you want to get the dynamic lighting effect that you set in the Govee app, then if you're setting a lighting percentage value and or color value, that's going to override whatever Govee's dynamic effects are. And then of course, I have another automation set up for when occupancy is not detected, turn off the light. And if you really want to get in the details of my particular setup, I also have a condition for the turning on so that if the door to the basement is shut, which means that our cats are shut in the basement, then we don't turn on this light because then we don't want them triggering this motion sensor all night long while they're in the basement and we're upstairs sleeping. Now, overall, this setup is working really well for me. My kids, my wife, and other family think this new neon look going down to the basement is really cool, and it gives us the practical light when the main lights are off that we can actually see down the basement stairs and not get stuck in the dark. And this is the second rope light I've tried, and definitely my favorite in this kind of category of lighting so far. And I also think this light is an example of just how far we've come with Matter in just a year. Adding Matter accessories to my Apple Home now is so much more easy and reliable than it was just a year ago. So if maybe you've tried some Matter products in the past like me and it hasn't been as great of an experience, things like this new Govee Light are a great example of how Matter continues to get better, and I think the best is yet to come. Now, if you heard that IPv6 thing earlier and you haven't really set that up, I explain more details about that in a video linked somewhere here on the screen, as well as another video YouTube thinks you might be interested in from my channel. Thanks again so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.